How long does a red LED burn without current limiting? What color is a yellow LED without current limiting? Maybe a green LED is immune to bad design. Wire a tantalum capacitor backwards for some fireworks. Maybe we should buy some extra parts. All voltage regulators have the same pinout, right? So it's always 1, 2, 3, right? Maybe this is the pinout. I need to get this done fast. Or I could check the datasheet and make the correct part in Eagle. Wow, this chip will do it all. If I can only get someone to help me make this board, the software will be easy. Check the package before deciding on your one-chip wonder solution. Is it an axial part? What board spacing is required? Is it a radial part? How far apart are the leads? Perhaps a TO220, TO92, or 8-pin dip package is needed. A collet socket costs a little more, but is so much more reliable. A terminal block is the preferred connector for discrete wires. Insulation displacement connectors are designed with tiny wires that are impossible to solder effectively. Connectors should be attached mechanically and not rely solely on solder connections. Right-angle pins on this connector allow good visual inspection of both top and bottom solder joints. The datasheet tells us how far the pins extend past the board, or how far into the socket they make contact. This right-angle socket connector is perfect for 0.025-inch square pins. The datasheet helps us understand why this connector is not designed for discrete wires. Normally, 5% resistors have a tan body and 4 color bands. 1% resistors have a blue body and 5 color bands. Small inductors look almost exactly like resistors. Be careful. Each manufacturer has its own way of marking capacitors. Check the datasheet. The band marks the cathode end of most axial diodes. The cathode is fabricated in the cup of a standard LED. Install tantalum capacitors with the correct polarity or they explode. When installing components, work from the inside to the outside of the board. In this example, the PIC microcontroller needs to be soldered before the trimmer potentiometer blocks its leads. The shorter resistors need to be soldered before the taller LEDs. Solder these connectors last to make board handling easier. If you decide to use sockets for integrated circuits, use a quality collet socket. On the left is a regular socket, on the right, a collet socket. The collet socket allows us to easily inspect the solder connection between the pad and the socket. Single inline package or SIP collet sockets are a readily available, reliable option